Headlines from Nigerian newspapers, behind the papers from the stand, analysis on burning trending issues across Nigeria and beyond.
The problem is not politics or tribalism, but corruption.
The governors will say, give us our own slot. The chairman of local government will say, give us our own slot. Who does those slots go to?
You offend, they arrest you, they detain you, and they release you. That's all.
Hello, my name is OLADAPO Okunubi.
My name is Victory Onyedikachi.
My name is Adedamola Lafenwa.
And my name is Favor Oloruntola.
Join us weekdays 9 a.m. on your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 939 FM.
Here, we make it different from the norm.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Let's talk sport. This morning, my name is OLADAPO Okunubi. 9:02 is the time from your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 939 FM. Tyson Fury has been talking ahead of the bout against his big opponent, Alexander Usyk. Well, we'll look at that and we talk NBA, talk tennis, and talk football. Around the world, Drum is already proposing camp in Europe for his team ahead of the 2024 Olympic football events. Remember, Nigeria qualified after a 1-0 aggregate victory over South Africa. The Bayana. Remember, first leg ended 1-0 in Nigeria, and moving to South Africa ended goalless. We also look at games going down across Europe tonight. Well, for Liverpool, it is more of getting to the semi-final or even final of the Europa League. And, well, for Harvey Elliott, he wants to win. He wants the players to also win. For Jurgen Klopp, who's living at the end of the season and being able to go home, go back either for sabbatic with the Europa League title. And remember, we also have the Europa Conference League games also going down tonight at different centers. In England, Belgium, talk of countries across Europe. But by the way, let's go straight to updates from boxing, NBA, tennis. Remember, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM. Click like, subscribe, share, and comment.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, has warned Alexander Usyk that while the Ukrainian might have defeated Anthony Joshua, he won't be able to overcome an elite big heavyweight. Fury, the WC champion, meets the unified WBA, WBO, and IBF titleist Usyk in the undisputed heavyweight championship fight on 18th of May. Fury paid due respect to his opponent at a press conference in his hometown of Morecambe. But Fury's confidence is rock solid that he will prevail in their May 18 clash. But hey, if it is more about the May 18 clash, this is April 11, and we'll wait to see. Remember, the bout was meant to go down, some weeks back, but due to injury, a cut on Tyson Fury's face, they had to reschedule. And I hope there won't be another rescheduling ahead of that May 18 bout. Now let's talk about NBA this morning, where Milwaukee Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo will miss the remainder of the regular season, according to the team after an MRI confirmed a strain of his left soleus calf. Antetokounmpo's left Achilles tendon is fully intact, according to report, and his return to play will depend on how quickly his left calf strain heals. The Bucks issued an update on Antetokounmpo's status before their home game with Orlando Magic, which they won 117-99 points. The release said he will receive daily treatments and evaluations, but didn't make any predictions on his potential availability for the start of the playoff. The Bucks finished the regular season by visiting Oklahoma City Thunders on Friday and Orlando Magic on Sunday. Now talking about their opening playoff. Their opening playoff game will take place either April 20 or April 21. Well, remember I said yesterday, talking about the injury of Antetokounmpo, I knew that it would put him on the sideline for a lot of weeks, but let's see how he recovers fast to help his team. Now let's talk about money here before talking about results of games. Now, after arriving in a blockbuster off-season trade, Boston Celtics guard Jrue Holiday has agreed on a 4-year, $135 million contract extension. That is according to his agent, Jason Glowshern. Holiday is declining his $37.3 million player option for 2024-2025 season to sign a long-term deal that will take him through the 2027-2028 season. Talk about money here. And I mean, when you know you like doing what you love doing best and you have that opportunity and the money is coming, come on. Look at the deal. It's about naira and cobbles for some people. It's about dollars and some pounds and some euros. But let's go straight and look at result of games decided in the wee hours of today, Nigeria time, and on Wednesday in the US. Well, for games decided in the wee hours of today, Cleveland Cavaliers defeated Memphis Grizzlies 110-98 points, while Dallas Mavericks went on the road, defeated Atlanta Hawks. Defeated Miami Heat, 111-92 points, while Atlanta Hawks lost 114-115 points against Charlotte Hornets. Brooklyn Nets defeated Toronto Raptors 106-102 points, and Oklahoma City Thunders defeated San Antonio Spurs 127-89 points, and Minnesota Timberwolves lost 107 on the road against Denver Nuggets, who scored 116 points. LA Clippers lost 108-124 points against Phoenix Suns. Now, talking tennis on the show this morning, where defending champion Andrei Rublev was knocked out of the Monte Carlo Masters in a 6-4, 6-4, two straight set second round loss to Australian Alexei Popyrin on Wednesday, and world number 2 Jannik Sinner is through his first set. Now, first test. Popyrin will face fellow Australian Alex de Minaur next after the 111th seed beats Dutchman Talon Great Sport 2-6, 6-2, 6-3. Italian Sinner, who won his first major title in the Australian Open in January, is into the third round with a 6-1, 6-2 win over American Sebastian Corda. Now, looking at games going down today at the Monte Carlo Masters ATP 1000, starting at 10:05 today. Alex de Minaur against Alexei Popyrin will go down at 10:05 same time. Karen Takinov will be taking on Daniil Medvedev. The game between Olga Rune and Sumit Nagar continues today. Remember, Olga Rune led the first set 6-3 and the second set leading as well 2-1, and will continue today. We'll also be expecting a continuation of the game between Memir Kamenovic and Giga Dimitrov. Dimitrov led the first set 6-4 and also led the second set 2-1. There will be continuation today, and by 12:30 Alexander Zverev, will take us Stefano Tsitsipas, while Novak Djokovic will be in action by 12:30 today against Lorenzo Musetti. It is going to be another battle between Casper Ruud and Hubert Hurkacz by 3:30 same time. Lorenzo Sonego is up against Hugo Humbert. Well, live updates this morning from the Asian Oceania Billie Jean Cup in Group 1. Dabin Kim, Lee Zhu, Risuja Bosale, Sohyo Park, Zhizhu Wang, and Shou Liang all won their games today. And in the doubles, Akita Ariana teaming up with Patra Tombare is up against Ho Chik Chang and Eshu Liang. Well, Liang Chan won the first set 6-4 and currently trading the second set 1-2. And the South Korea Busan ATP challenger Chang Won-Paul Zhamba Yasutaka Uchiyama Seogyang Chong won their games in the wee hours of today. In Mexico, Morelos ATP challenger Vasek Pospisil defeated 3-stands Shuk Kante. It came from a set down on 6-7 to win 6-4, 6-2 in the last 2 sets. And continuing today by 7 p.m., Antonio Villar will take on Adam Walton. Bebit Zukajev will be up against Christian Langmore. Moving on this morning, away from tennis, we go straight to the second half of the show where we talk football. Do not go anywhere. Still Solutions 93.9 FM. It is Kickoff Sports Show and first half of AM Update.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Back and going straight, let's take you around Nigeria this morning, talking about the Nigeria Premier Football League. Remember, games are going down in the next few days, and that should be on Saturday. Yes, it's going to be the match day 30. 3 matches will be going down on Saturday. Duma United will be hosting Remo Stars, Bendel Insurance against Kano Pillars, Enugu Rangers battling Abia Warriors. Now, looking at Remo, Bendel, Enugu Rangers. Remember, Enugu Rangers is atop of the NPFL with 15 points. Remo Stars is third with 49 points. Everybody needs to get a win at the moment. And remember, for Bendel Insurance, maybe they will be compounding the woes on Kano Pillars. Remember, Bendel Insurance in the last 5 games have won just a game and lost 3, drawing 1. Kano Pillars, we know, has got a big problem, losing back-to-back. Losing against AIM by 5-0, losing 2-1 against Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan. Will also want to bounce back this time around. They are placed 8th on the NPFL log, and for Bendel Insurance, placed 10th on the NPFL log. Now moving away from the Nigeria Premier Football League, and let's talk female football here, where the coach of the Super Falcons, Randall Waldrum, has said it is important for his side to prepare adequately for the 2024 Olympic Games. The 9-time African champions earned a berth at the Olympics for the first time in 16 years after edging past Bayana of South Africa 1-0 in aggregate. Now, he's saying his team must start preparing and must camp in Europe. Well, remember, Super Falcons will face world champions Spain, Japan, and Brazil in Group C at the Paris 2024. And one person who's also back in the Super Falcons is former Super Falcons forward. That is Desire Morano ZA, saying that the team fears no one in that group. There's got Spain, Japan, and Brazil for the 2024 Olympic Games. Well, reacting to the team's group of death, Morano ZA stated that the Super Falcons are capable of qualifying from Group C as they start the campaign with the first game against Brazil, the Samba Girls. Let's go on a break, not going for Samba music, but going on a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll talk European football. Do not go anywhere.
The drama, the suspense, the emotions, the gang moments. Don't miss out on Nollywood movies and web series on YouTube with the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN. You can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood content made for you. Sharply dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN and start enjoying. YouTube made for you.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Nine 16 is the time. Kick-off Sports Shows the show. Solutions 939 FM is the station. And, let's talk UEFA Champions League result of games decided last night. Atletico Madrid beating Dortmund 2-1 in the first leg. And for PSG losing 2-3 against Barcelona. Well, remember, the return leg for Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund is going down in Germany in the next, that should be next week. And we have PSG that lost against Barcelona. We'll be going to Spain for the return leg. Now, talking about that game, Barcelona, PSG. Barcelona coach Xavi Hernandez has confirmed, has come out to say that Paris Saint-Germain remain favourites to win the team's Champions League quarterfinal tie, despite his sides winning Wednesday's first leg 3-2 in the French capital. But hey, there's something they call mind game. So, to PSG manager, young man, do not dance to that tune. But was a difficult one for Rafinha scoring twice and substitute Andre Christensen heading the winner in the 77th minute showed that these boys knew what they wanted to do at the Parc des Princes ahead of the return leg. Now, talking about one man who was also fantastic for Manchester City in the UEFA Champions League is none other than Rodri, and this man wants to rest. But I'm not saying no sleep for the wicked, but the time where you have to give in your best, give it out and make sure maybe when you're retiring, that's the time to rest. But Rodri has admitted that Manchester City's relentless shadow in pursuit of a second straight treble of major trophies has taken a toll on him. Rodri hasn't tasted defeat in any of his last 66 games for his club and country in a run stretching back more than a year. City's 3 losses in the league this season against Wolves, Arsenal and Aston Villa all came while the Spain international was suspended. City's loss at Newcastle and their third round of the Carabao also came when he was banned. Now for Rodri, remember, was fantastic in the UEFA Champions League for Manchester City. And remember, for Manchester City, they look like a team that is ready to defend the UEFA Champions League title, although they played out a 3-3 draw against former champions Real Madrid. So let's see what happens next week. Now, moving away from the UEFA Champions League, let's go Europa.
Obviously, we didn't rush it with the boys. You can, but we didn't. That means they did a lot of training by themselves, like especially Diogo and Trent worked as a group since 2-3 weeks and could do really proper training. So looked very good yesterday, to be honest. Stefan is even different a little bit because he was out for much longer, but is now training with us for longer as well. So, but I think after the long spell he had without playing football, it makes sense that we might give him a game at the U21s, and then let's see how he deals with that. That's not a plan with the other 3 guys. Alisson is on the way back as well, so we have to see that. It's really, they are now back in training, and now we have to see how we involve them, how we use them. But that we need them is clear, but we need them in the best possible shape. and we want to give them kind of rhythm. So it's always a challenge to reintegrate the guys, but with the quality they have, obviously it should be a bit easier, and we will use them in the next days and weeks. What it means for tomorrow, I didn't make a decision yet.
Okay, Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool manager, speaking ahead of tonight's clash against Atalanta and the Europa League clash. And, talking about some players that are, recuperating. He made mention of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Diogo Jota, but for him, he will surely decide who to also infuse in the team tonight. Alisson as well. Remember, the Brazilian goalkeeper has been out for many weeks due to muscle injury. But players already ruled out: Joe Matip, Thiago, Batazic, and for Atalanta, Palomino and Scalvini all ruled out of the clash tonight. Looking at the form of the two teams going into the Europa League clash. For Liverpool, they've won the last three. They won 3 in their last 5 matches, lost 1, drew 1. And for Atalanta, they lost 2, won 2, drew 1. Based on the form, well, you may say you want to put your money on Liverpool, but Italian teams can be very difficult. The reason Jurgen Klopp has also come out to say that, well, for his team, they have to be at their best and not thinking of winning the Europa League title now.
It's a bit of an open bill, if you want. That's there, but it's not personal for me personally. It was for us 8 years ago, or whenever it was exactly, when in Basel played a good first half and not so good second half and lost against the serial winners of the competition. So it was not a great night, but somehow the start for a lot of other things. So that's cool as well. But yeah, last year it was like that. For the majority of the season, it didn't look like that we will be involved in international football at all. From the moment on when we saw the chance to get into the European League, we were really desperate to do so. And you only do that then when you are Liverpool, that because you want to win the competition. But for that you have to do all the necessary steps. Obviously now only great teams left in the competition. It's really outstanding. So and we know what Atalanta is all about. Gasperini is doing an incredible job there for years and years, and it's difficult to play against Italian teams, always was. They're tactically super disciplined and super dangerous in a lot of areas, so we have to be at our best to get into the next round with over these 2 legs, not thinking about the final or something like that. We really have to be at our best.
Being at your best, that's the message coming from Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool manager, the quarterfinals of the Europa League going down tonight. But remember, AC Milan will also be in action against AS Roma, and that is going to be an Italian derby in the Europa League. All games going down at 8 o'clock, but let's also check some players ruled out for AC Milan. Remember, AC Milan has been on a stretch of wins in the last 5 games. They did not lose 1. And for AS Roma, has won 2, drawn 2, lost 1. But for players ruled out for AC Milan, Kalulu, Mirante, Popega, Tomori, Fikayo have all been ruled out for Tomori is not about injury, but due to yellow cards. And for AS Roma, Asmund, Husjern, Christensen, Indica, all ruled out. Well, for Indica is ruled out due to accumulation of yellow cards, and that warned this game going down at the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza at the San Siro. Well, for Bayer Leverkusen, will be up against West Ham United. Victor Boniface will be in action, according to coach Xavi Alonso. But looking at the form of Bayer Leverkusen going against the West Ham United. Remember, all wins for Bayer Leverkusen, running home with the German Bundesliga title. And here in the cup competition, the only 2 players ruled out for this game, Brazilian Arthur and Czech Republic's Jack. But for West Ham United, inconsistent, winning 2 in the last 5 matches, drawing 2 and losing 1. I've got Alvarez, Areola, Bowen, Phillips ruled out. For Alvarez is due to accumulation of yellow cards. For Bowen is due to hip injury, tie injury for Philip, and groin for Areola. Well, for Marcel against the Benfica game, first leg going down in Portugal. Yes, the Benfica has got the set of team that is complete. No players injured in this one. However, for Marcel, that has lost 4 out of the 5 matches, winning just 1, shows that Murilo, Nadri, Onana, Rongia, Ruiz all ruled out but for cause, and Nga Padel Ntumbo of Cameroon questionable for tonight's game. Well, Liverpool, Atalanta, I told you earlier, and 4 matches in the Europa League. That is for the quarterfinals. But remember, still in Europe, we have the Conference League. Olympiacos will be up against the Fenerbahce, and that game is going down by 5:45. Same time, Victoria Pleasant is battling Fiorentina. Aston Villa will be in action in England against Lyon by 8 o'clock, while Club Brugge battles Park FC. All right, from this side, we have to wrap up the show and move to the other side where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigeria newspapers. Well, you join Damola Lafenwa and Favor Oloruntola on that side. My name is OLADAPO Okunubi. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All because of you, I be on the phone all night long. Oh. Don't be smart when you do it to me. Oh no, no, no. I be on my business, shawty, but you be on my mind, shawty. Let me follow my honey, Kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Can't you see I'm into ya? Can't you see I'm in love? Kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Yeah, messing with my medulla. I can't talk alone. Oh no, no. Emiliano, 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 no. Emiliano, 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 no. You're one in Emiliano, 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 no. My Emiliano, 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 no. Wanna know what it feel like, what it feel like. Like I know I see beat for real life, for real life. In my condo, loving up your body in fast and slow-mo. If I hit you, it's my combo. Can you never ever let me go? Dancing kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Can't you see I'm into ya? Can't you see I'm in love? Kiss me to the cellular, kiss me to the phone. Yeah, messing with my medulla. I can't talk alone. Oh no, no. Emiliano, 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 no. Emiliano, 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 no. You're one in Emiliano, 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 no. My Emiliano, 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 no.
Keep it 93.9.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
right, it's still an extension of the public holidays for the Eid al-Fitr celebration. Today is a beautiful Thursday morning in the big and beautiful city of Ibadan, the 11th day in the month of April 2024. My name is Ade Damola Lafewa. A beautiful morning to you, Favor, the lady in lemon.
A beautiful morning to you.
How come you share the same color with the head of my on my pen this morning?
Lemon is an unusual color, but I'm going to say probably it's some sort of good luck. Yeah. So yesterday was, there was a lot going on yesterday to last night, and I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are in shock. But we just hope that everything gets better. It's the special holidays for the Eid, and I pray that every prayer that has been prayed during the Ramadan period will come to pass. Nigeria will not experience another dark Wednesday or Black Wednesday like yesterday. My name is Favor of Laurentola. We've got the Nation newspaper, the Vanguard newspaper, and I'm sure Laffy has got other papers that he will take in this morning.
I've got the Vanguard and the Nigerian Tribune with me this morning.
I'll be taking the Punch.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me start with the Vanguard newspaper this morning. The front page of the Vanguard newspaper, which is the biggest story, is saying that tariff hike 20 hours supply for Band A customers under threat. And there are quite a number of riders under that caption, as power allocation overs at 3,236 megawatt. PH Disco apologizes for shortfall. Kaduna Disco sets up response teams. No transparency, fairness in billing. CPPE. CPPE is a Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise. And I'm still taking the riders. Firms will pay for services they don't enjoy. That is the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry saying that. Moving away from that, let's go to Edo State. Edo Giba, my impeachment won't stand. Shaibu. Earlier this week, Philip Shaibu, that has been in the storm for many months now, was eventually kicked out of office by the House of Assembly in Edo State. But he's saying here that his impeachment won't stand. Let's keep our fingers crossed and let's see how he's going to go about reclaiming his seat. Alleged defamation. Beta Edu threatens to sue BBC. That story is found on page 9. No cause for alarm on next Olubadan. Makinde. The story is found on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. And going to Delta State, inquiry. Okwama community shuns military panel. Okoloba in attendance. That story is found on page 4. PDP NEC meeting. Governors, others renew battle for party soul. Page 4. Fair court. Air Peace chair. Onyema slams foreign airlines over conspiracy. And the last one I'll be taking is saying that Eid al-Fitr, our security improving. FG declares. That story is found on page 25 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
All right, on the Nation newspaper for this morning, we have this major headline: our diesel price cut driving down inflation, says Dangote. And there are these writers. We have entrepreneurs should work with the government. Abiodun, economy on recovery path. Believe in our government, Tinubu urges Nigerians, President, Vice President, Sultan, others observe Eid prayers. Now, Amotekun arrests 45 suspects for alleged kidnapping. Others in Ondo, page 27. Government to firm up non-oil revenue plan. Still on the Nation newspaper this morning. Eid al-Fitr Day tragedies. Lagos monarch ex-Kogi governor's son die after prayer. 2 flung into lagoon in third mainland bridge crash. 3 die in Lagos Ibadan highway accident. And also the story circulating social media yesterday. When we get the reports, full details, we'll let you know that. Now, on Makinde is cautioning against disunity over Olubadan's stool. You can get that story on page 27. Military begins probe of Okwama killings in Warri. Kwaramon's ex-appeal court justice Bulgari, and we have police rescue 6 abducted kids. These and more you can find on the Nation newspaper.
Now, flipping through the pages of the Nigerian Tribune this morning, probably I should start from the front page. Okay, looking at the headlines on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, 10 years after 91 Chibok girls' parents write Tinubu's wife. That story is found on page 4. You want to know the content of the letter written to Tinubu's wife? Get a copy of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Otun Balogun not qualified to determine medical fitness of Olakuleyin Ladoja. Shifts nomination meeting till tomorrow. Makinde cautions over Olubadan's too. That story is found on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune. Now moving to the biggest story on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. It says CBN intensifies Naira defense. Foreign reserves deplete by $595 million in 1 month. That story is found on page 6. That's not a good story. I mean, saying that foreign reserves deplete by $595 million in just 1 month. Okay, moving away from that. Osolo of Isolo dies after Eid prayers. Sanwo-Olu mourns. Ex-Kogi governor Idris' son dies after prayers. This sad stories can be found on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune. Oyebanji appoints fresh 115 aides 4 months after appointing 162. Page 4. I mean, probably if we have enough time, we'll look at this. I mean, the kind of political appointment some of our governors always make. Moving away from that, Third Mainland Bridge bus accident throws 2 persons into lagoon. Page 28. Ondo Amotekun arrest 14 suspected kidnappers, 31 other criminals. Tinubu salutes Adebanjo as associate honor him at 96. And the last one I'll be taking, alleged defamation. Beta Edu threatens to sue BBC $50 million. These and many more stories will be found on the pages of the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
All right, on the Punch newspaper, we have Idil Fatria. Defend Nigeria, support leaders. Tinubu, Buhari urge citizens. Let's protect Nigeria's integrity. Tinubu appeals to Nigerians. Support for leaders, a vote for better tomorrow, says Buhari. NAFDAC orders recall of Taxif cough syrup. Ondo Amotekun naps 14 suspected kidnappers, 31 others. And now to the top headline on the Punch newspaper, electricity tariff. FG plans 1.5 trillion naira savings and 2.5 trillion naira meter installations. Fresh borrowings may push Nigerians' debt to 111 trillion naira. I'm just, reading in trillions this morning. Cash crunch, it's OCB state offices, asset verification face hurdles. And finally, still on the customers and bank customers' complaints jump to 63%. Report, page 24 of the Punch newspaper.
Okay, in a short while, we'll be joining Yodeji Ajishokbe, our guest analyst, virtually to talk about some of the stories read so far. A still AM update on Solutions 93.9 FM. Right back.
Established connection with Comrade Ayodeji and Jishokpe this morning. Good morning to you, beautiful one at that.
A good morning to you, my dear comrade, sister, and brother. And Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan
This
Kareem.
celebration continues.
Yeah, Ramadan Kareem to you, sir. It feels so good to have you with us this morning. Now, taking it from the angle of the mood of the Eid al-Fitr celebration, the president gave his Salah message to the citizens, to Nigerians yesterday, and one of such is being captured on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, saying that our security improving, FG declares. Now, looking critically at the spate of insecurity in the last 2 months, I remember we gave a particular data about the number of people that are being kidnapped in the month of March alone. Do we say that this statement is just a political statement, or it's still one of the statements that will buttress the fact that most times our leaders are disconnected from reality?
Well, one thing is certain. We do not know what the president is talking about. Whether he's talking about from the time he took office, you understand, or from a specific period in recent times. I will expect that the president will be speaking with facts and figures backing him up, so that he will not be controverted. Because if the president is controverted, that will make him look bad. So, but from the general outlook, especially the spate of kidnapping and the statistics that came out early this month, that contradicts the president's opinion. A rush of kidnapping and a rush of all sorts of insecurity occurrences and incidents all over the country may not be in support of the president's position. May not be.
Okay.
So, would that not lead people to ask questions? Are these people living in the same space with us? And if you are living in the same space with us, and you are saying something that is contrary to the people's reality, and when I say the people's reality, I say you and I. You know, when you're saying something that is contrary to the people's reality, that's a disconnect. Yeah, these are the questions, considering our reality.
Okay. Comrade, can you hear us very well there?
Loud and clear.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, let's move away from that. There is a story on the tariff hike saga. On the front page of Vanguard newspaper, it says tariff hike, the 20-hour supply for Band A customers under threat, which means that even those that are being graded put on Band A with the promise of having 20 hours per day, the 20 hours is not visible now. Sure. That's what we're saying. But so now this brings to the fact that Nigerians will keep on paying for the services they don't enjoy at all. Now, shouldn't the government at least put things in place before this increment and everything? They just say, okay, we are increasing this.
The shocker is, before this increment, we were not enjoying electricity. The increment has come. Some, streets, some places in the whole of Nigeria has been downgraded to other, bands. Still, electricity has not been enjoyed, and people are still going to pay for this tariff that has been increased.
And those left on Band A, the promise of 20 hours is under threat now. How do we go about this?
You see, somebody I spoke with this morning called it a fraud and robbery. Now, as of yesterday, there was only 3,260 something megawatts transmitted.
236.
I don't know how much was
3,236 megawatts. Yes.
Transmitted. And Abuja got the highest of 600 and something. Then Eko and Lagos. got 6, one got 6, one got 500. If I got 300 megawatts, and of course, let me tell you, somebody reported to me that let's even treat the band A issue now. The band A, you will have noticed in the past 72 hours or thereabout, all the discos have been issuing statements of apology to band A consumers. Look, this is a contract. It is not a matter of apology. It is a contract. You say, and you know the thing is that a number of them are postpaid. They are band A and they are postpaid. Whether they consume power or not, they will pay. They will be paying in estimated billing.
Yes.
They will just say, everybody here, you have consumed 100. If it's residential, everybody here, you have consumed, even if it is band A, they will say, they will have consumed 200. Somebody that I know that lives in Ketu that falls under, mind my words, merely falls under. She lives in Ketu, a 2-bedroom apartment, a general location, but falls under band A. Can you imagine? She falls under band A. Yes, they have always had life, you understand?
Yes.
Life never goes away. But, you know, she does no business, she does no nothing. They get power, they don't work. But anyway, they can ration their consumption by switching it off if they don't need it. But those who need it are not getting it. And those many who are not getting it are paying for it. Just like you said, it is putting the cart before the horse. Meter all the houses first. You don't meter my house. You say I consumed 200 kilowatts and then multiply by 200 and, you know, on the monthly basis. Yes, I don't even get it. I don't even get it. It is a contract. A lawyer told me that, look, these guys are corporate entities now. They are corporate legal entities. They can be sued. Maybe like time Nigeria sue them. Maybe because they got the thing cheaply. You know, they just shared it. They just shared the whole thing. And then they even got grants guaranteed by the federal government. Unlike the service providers in telecoms, they do not have the financial muscle, neither do they have the technical, you know, muscle to execute. You can't do that in telecoms. Of course, you're not going to get patronage. So, hopefully, the next, but how long are we going to wait before we get the impact of the liberalization of the power sector? This is still 11 discos, one transmission, several generating companies. It is still a monopoly. A monopoly. Because we are using one national grid. And it is costing us a lot. Look at the industries now. They will be doing 226. You know, all these things do not augur well.
You know, that's why the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry saying that firms will have to pay for services they don't enjoy, and even CPPE, that's the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, is saying that no transparency or fairness in these billings.
It is somebody called it this morning. It is robbery. It is fraud. You see, all those corporate entities, they will just give them, you know, like UI, like UCA. You can't meter UCA. They will just say this month it is estimated you will be using an average of 5,000 kilowatts, and then they say it is 226. And then if you don't even get it, and they're not sending, you know, statements apologizing. It's not about apologizing. It's about you fulfilling your own end of the deal.
It's just a breach of contract.
It is a breach of contract because they're going to ask this guy to pay. Look, I live in a house where they say there is a debit of 285,000 naira on the meter when they brought a prepaid meter. Believe you me, when I buy 10,000 naira worth of power, they just give me 5,000 naira worth. I'll take 5,000 naira, and they say they are defraying the debt on it that I know nothing about. And I've written endlessly, visited. I got frustrated and tired. I am not the only one. I am not the only one. You know, how do you do that? How do you do that? You bring me a new meter, you say the old meter has a debit. Who is responsible for that debit? How did that debt accumulate when I've been living in this location for, you know, all sorts of. But you see, let me tell you, their days are numbered. Where is Nitel today? Nitel that from day one had access nationwide, even villages
Yes.
Even some villages have NITEL villages. Yes. If you are connected to NITEL, you are high ranking in NITEL, you will take NITEL access to your village. They failed though. They even gave them, just gave them free operating license. They failed. Didn't they fail? Oh, do a telecom. Didn't they fail? They failed. In fact, of all the assets that they had in this world, because it's about, financial and technical and managerial competence. That is just it. So, that is a certainly number. But the Nigerian economy is suffering. It is, as we speak.
Well, Dangote is begging to differ, actually, on the Nation newspaper, actually. Let's talk about managerial prowess here. Our diesel price cut is driving down inflation. That is what I see on the Nation newspaper. Entrepreneurs should work with the government at building economy to recover the recovery path. Do you agree with what Dangote is saying, especially from the oil sector? Let's leave the power sector for now.
I read and reread that Dangote story. I came to the conclusion that, okay, from 2007 to 2002, yes, you can call that 20-point-something% increase according to the calculation. But you see, will you get the same margin of differential on product? Not yet. That is not significant enough. It has to be in the region of about 40 to 50% for it to be significant enough
yes.
To impact. But understand and read between the lines what Dangote is saying. Dangote also talked about the increasing cost of crude oil on the spot market. Painting the picture that price is not likely to come down in the near future. And, people are already demanding that you should put PMS, in the region of 500 and all of that. And they listed reasons why. The cost of this, the cost of that are no longer involved. Even the United States, when the cost of crude oil went up, they gave waivers in tax to, the producers of products. They gave them waivers in order to cushion it. You understand? Well, let us hope at least this thing to stabilize. I believe, like I think I said yesterday, I consulted a development economist and he told me that by 2025, and my own projection is that the way things are, by even the last quarter, when the manufacturers are done with their current stock and the manufacture new stock based on the current prevailing prices of diesel, especially the manufacturers, we will see a marginal impact. But PMS is key, you understand?
Yes.
Especially in food, in key issue of food, PMS is key. So if Dangote starts rolling out next month and PMS comes down to 450, 500, that we will see some marginal differential too. So Dangote is talking from his own businessman point of view. Dangote is not talking national interest. He's only he's a businessman.
All right.
He will remain one.
Okay, comrade, let's quickly move away from the economy and then move to politics. In like 3 minutes we have left on the program. Now let's go to Edo State, where Philip Shaibo, the erstwhile deputy governor of Edo State, saying that my impeachment won't stand. Is this just a bluff, or you feel there is a way you can retrace his steps back into the government house?
If he says his impeachment will not start, there are various perceptions from angles you can look at it. There is the legal context to it. There is even the political context to it. The legal context is he has been impeached, and did the impeachment proceedings comply with the constitutional prescription? Well, to us onlookers, it seems to have complied. But that is for the court to determine. He has a case already in court regarding his impeachment. The processes, he wanted to stop it, but so along the line, they will take a look at the process. The processes are critical. Compliance with processes. In the political context, and if it is reversed, we have seen impeachment of deputy governors reversed, then that means his impeachment did not stand. But in the political context, if he allies with, because he already received the chairman of APC, and in political parties, they will welcome you and your allies. Use you, may jump you, but they will, so in that regard, he has to weigh his options. Is it sensible for him to go back to APC? Is it sensible for him to ally with Labour and spoil the transaction of, it depends, calculation. Where will his movement impact most? You understand? In whose favor? If he goes to APC, I think he comes from an area where it is almost secure for APC. But let's do that. But if he goes anywhere and his impact denies the PDP ticket, you understand? Denies the PDP ticket victory, then you may say that his impeachment literally did not stand.
Okay. All right.
But I think it is the man is still operating in their loser spirit.
Okay.
He should put his feet on ground. He will know by now. You see, if you have been around men who are in office today and by tomorrow they are out of office, you will understand how naked. I have seen people, senior governor, deputy governor, and then the moment they are out of office, it's like they are stripped naked. I was in a government house where the man lost office, and people who were guarding him in a few minutes after, they were fighting there. That's how naked you can be in a matter of minutes when you lose power in Nigeria.
All right.
So the man should put his feet down.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Comrade Ayode Jadishope, for being a part of the program.
My pleasure.
This morning. Thank you very much. Wishing you a very wonderful holiday. Keep enjoying your holiday.
Holiday? Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Oh my God, that's an internal joke. Thank you very much. We understand the plan. All right. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
This is still Solutions 93.9 FM. We just concluded conversation with sound comrade Ayode Jadishope on the analysis of the stories on the newspapers this morning. We cannot take calls. We see that you've been trying to reach out to us, but we have to go at this moment. No matter what, like I usually say, pray for Nigeria, and as well you're also responsible for whatever happens in the society. If you do good, good will always be rampant in the society.
My name is Adi Damola Lafenwa, wishing you a very fruitful day.
Bye.